Hey guys, this is Lee from Unicorn Night, and today we're going to be playing a game called Romance Detective 2. If you guys want to download this, I'll leave a link in the description box, and this is a visual novel and I've never played one before, so let's get started. Hey detective, do you know why I brought you here today? If you mean to say there was a reason other than to appreciate the beautiful works of art displayed on these walls, then no, I'm not aware of what that might be. I'll give you a hint. Guess what today is? Now that you mention it, this is where we first met, a month ago. That's right, like an anniversary date. You've certainly grown into your romance title. I'm honored to hear that from the lovely romance detective. Did you plan on this rose-themed exhibit being featured as well? No. That was actually an unfortunate coincidence. Unfortunate? Yeah, I mean, roses have been kind of ruined for me ever since that case. They are bittersweet, I suppose. How so? Well, they certainly caused a great deal of trouble. We might not have met otherwise. I've never thought of it that way before. I guess that makes this a romantic coincidence. Indeed it does. Let's take a closer look at all the art. We've got to have the full experience. This is the same vase from our first assignment together, isn't it? Who could forget? It's one of a kind. Looking at it now, I almost want to take it home as a keepsake. Even despite its gaudy appearance? Yeah, it's definitely grown on me. You know, maybe it's rude to say this, but it doesn't look like much effort was put into some of these. Look closer, you can feel a unique energy from each brushstroke. Do you see how the paint has been laid on in some places more than others? Yeah, but more paint doesn't necessarily mean more effort. These ones are just blobs of color. Romance Cup, it may be true that a skilled artist's work will often seem effortless. However, it can take years of practice to be able to create such evocative works of art such as these. Sure, but they're so messy compared to the big one behind us. It just feels like, to me, the artist got lazy. You tend towards traditional figurative art, I see. Very well, there's still hope for your taste to expand in due time. She's like me. I like classical art, like Renaissance art, but I don't like modern art because I don't really get it. Oops, I feel like I've disappointed her somehow. Let me guess, red is your favorite color? I suppose it's crimson to be specific. It's very alluring. My favorite color is blue. I wonder if you'll be drawn to roses, huh? I mean, aside being named after them. Roses are a symbol of romance and beauty. I'd always admired them as such, though now I no longer feel the need to carry one with me as proof as my devotion to romance. Yeah, you're beautiful without the help of any silly flower. You're turning your favorite color. Now, enough of that. Aw, playing with her. You picked up a leaflet to take home. After this, I was thinking we could go to Come in Romance Cup. Oh, it's the chief. It could be urgent. Romance Cup and Romance Detective here. Do you need anything for us, chief? Sorry, I know that you're off duty today, but I've got a few things that I need to take care of. Things have been unusually busy lately, so you're the only ones I can count on. Could it be crimes against romance? Go ahead, chief, we're listening. First and foremost, it seems like a punk teenager went on a vandalism spree and ruined some school property. Among other things, I want you two to go and investigate. Huh? Wouldn't that just fall under the school's resource officer's jurisdiction? What? Why would a middle school need something like that? I thought every school had its own police officer. At least the ones I went to did. I guess it's different in Loveloom. Romance Cup, what kind of city did you come from? A normal one. That aside, just head over to Snapdragon Middle School. The vice principal will fill you in on the details. Oh, and another thing, we've got an escaped convict on the loose. An escaped what? Shouldn't you have brought that one up first? He isn't dangerous, I don't think. But we should probably find the guy, so drop by when you can. I'll show you his mugshot so you know who to look for. Understood. Thank you, Chief. No problem. Always happy to have the romance duo on the case. Please don't call us that. Oh, don't be shy, romance cop. See you two later. I'm not the shy one. Now then, what were you about to say before the chief called us? Oh, just that I wanted to go to the park after this, but it now looks like we'll be busy. Worry not, romance cop. I'm sure we'll have plenty of future opportunities to spend our quiet and peaceful days at the park. Is this really okay with you? We're supposed to have the whole day off. Whether we're on the job or not, what truly matters is our time spent together. Detective, what I mean is, it's nothing to fret over. Our city needs us. Agreed. Alrighty then, let's decide what to do first, the vandalism case or the escaped convict. I'll leave that entirely up to you. Vandalism. How about the school? If we're going as far to involve the police, it's got to be some intense vandalism, right? I suppose. Are you not worried about the escaped convict? Well, the chief said he wasn't dangerous, so we can deal with it afterwards. The school's closer anyway. Then it's decided, let's go forth and solve this case of love. No one said anything about love being involved, but considering the kind of cases we normally get, it might just be a case of love after all. To the school then! You two must be from the police department. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Vice Principal Bell. I'm Romance Detective, and this is my partner, Romance Cop. Heavens, I wasn't expecting them to send the great Romance Detective for something like this. And you're a duo now. How exciting! My partner and I just appear whenever we are needed for romantic justice. Yep, no crime is too small for this team, so please give us the rundown, ma'am. What happened here? Well, we had a group of students decorating the food stand for the big spring festival in order to raise money for the school. They were going to sell baked goods, same every year. But apparently, someone took issue with that because they decided to sabotage the whole stand. Come with me. This is what the stand looks like as of last night. It's very colorful. Used to be much cuter if you ask me. The students only have today and tomorrow to fix it and to make it presentable. We'd like to catch the little troublemaker as soon as possible before they have the chance to do something like this again. Could you two find out who did it? Leave it to us. This thing's pretty sturdy. I wonder how old it is. Snapdragon Middle School participates in the Spring Festival annually. They've painted and repainted the same stand for as long as I can remember. Oh, so it's like a tradition. Maybe whoever made a mess of it is protesting the festival? That's a possibility. However, if we consider what's written here, it's clear there's a different motive is much more likely. Interesting. Are those roses? Detective, what do you think this means? Impossible, we've already solved that case. But if there's a kid carrying one of these roses around, if they are somehow in circulation again, we can at least know how to handle it, although I haven't noticed any since that incident. We never did figure out what caused the roses to make people act impulsively. Can we even say truly we solved that case? I suppose not. However, we don't have any leads. Basis conjuncture will not bring us any closer to the truth. Yeah, I guess so. I'll just chalk it up to another one of those things I'm not meant to understand. Like how Cupid is real. Let's check that pink blob. Let's look at all this graffiti. This child is very talented. Now's not the time to be impressed, detective. Though it does look kinda cool. They didn't have permission to use this as their personal canvas. There's a poem here. Aster, you're rad as hell. I'm bad as hell. Without you, I'm sad as hell. Bars, I guess. Whoever wrote this would be better at sticking to painting. It's kinda cute though, for a middle schooler. Cute? This bit of writing certainly deserves more praise than that. It has excellent rhythm. The comparison to hell is intended to mean exceedingly, but also serves to emphasize Ulf's state of being in the absence of this Aster character. Brilliant. Okay, but poems are supposed to rhyme. I mean, I guess it does, but you can't just end all the lines the same. That's cheating. First paintings and now this. Rules do not apply to poetry, Romance Club. There are only guidelines, not to bind words, but to provide framework for conveying a greater meaning. Well, I still think it's cheating. I'll work on your apparent issues with appreciating poetry another time. These well-constructed words have granted us a few clues. You're right. It looks like our culprit has a crush on Aster, whoever that is. Our vice principal will surely fill us in. Excuse me, there's something that I think you could help us with, ma'am. Oh, what could that be? Does anyone at the school go by the name Aster? Yes, well, but... Dear little Aster would never be involved in something like this. Besides, she's the one who oversaw the project in the first place. It's part of her job as student secretary. We're not accusing her or anything, but could you please let us talk to her? She might be able to point us in the right direction. Well, I suppose... Is she here at the school today? Yes, I think it would be best if you met her after class is let out. So if you don't mind waiting a while, I'll be glad to bring her to you then. Well, this isn't exactly urgent. What do you think, detective? We still need to stop by the police station. However, if you would prefer to wait here, I have no objections. It's up to me, huh? Well then, let's go to the police station to kill two birds with one stone. This is a good time as any to drop by the station. We'll come back and talk to Aster when it's more convenient. I'll be ready with her and when you return. Good day then. There you are. I was beginning to think you two forgot about the criminal on the loose. Of course not, but Chief, why are you wearing an eye patch? Is today some kind of pirate-themed holiday I don't know about? Oh, this? I lost my eye. No big deal. What? Are you okay? Lighten up, Romance Cup. I was joking. Just got a little banged up last night, by a jailbreak friend. Did he punch you during his escape? No. Oh, no, nothing like that. He slipped out so quietly, no one even noticed he was missing until this morning. Nah, the eye patch is from what got him arrested in the first place. Can you please tell us the whole story from the beginning? You've been explaining this like I feel you're trying to hide something. It's like you're trying to give me a heart attack. It appears Romance Club has not yet grown accustomed to your particular sense of humor, Chief. Please go easier on her in the future. Yeah, sorry about that. You shouldn't worry about me though. I'm extremely robust for my size. Anyway, we'll start here. This is our guy. The chief hands you a copy of the mugshot. I told him we didn't really need to bother with the photos since he wasn't really being arrested, but he was very insistent that we follow proper procedure. Why would anyone want to go through all of this? So what happened was we were both at the sports bar to watch the game, right? And I happened to be sitting next to him. It was an intense game, so when of course our team scored, the whole bar got worked up. So suddenly an elbow got me in the right in the eye. You got a pretty good hit on me and I stumbled backwards and I fell into some chairs. It must have looked a whole lot worse than it felt because there was a whole crowd of people surrounding me asking if I was alright. And this guy, our perp, was all in my face apologizing over and over. I kept on telling him it wasn't his fault and I was totally fine, but he wasn't having it. Then I guess someone shouted, like, "Hey, that's the police chief. That's the police chief you just insulted, bro," which really made the guy even more panicked. Things escalated and he kinda ended up on his knees begging me to lock him up for the rest of the night so he could make up for what happened. It was pretty ridiculous. Even though everyone there agreed it was clearly an accident, he just wouldn't let it go. The only way that night was gonna end was with me taking him to jail. So I did what I had to do and arrested the guy. The end. So then, I don't get it. Why did he break out? Who knows? Change of heart? I understand why we must capture this man. Without spending his full night in jail, he can never atone for his mistake. Well, like I said, I never held it against him in the first place, but he shouldn't have made such a big deal of it if he wasn't going to follow through all the way. What a strange guy. As soon as we find him, I'm demanding an explanation. Let me know how it goes. I'm here if you have any other questions. Thanks, Chief. Oh, hold on. Before we go, I wanted to change it to my uniform. You know, I'm really glad I paired you two up. That girl was so uptight when she first got here. With you, she's more relaxed. Is that so? It's all thanks to you working those romance detective charms. But really, Rose, thanks for always helping out. There's no need to thank me. After all, it is my mission in life to carry out romantic justice. Of course, yeah, of course. You know, it's really nice seeing you around here more often. I did not realize you previously longed for my company. We're friends, aren't we? I just figured out you were always off doing your lone wolf thing. Important romance cases to solve and whatnot. Perhaps the three of us should go out sometime. I would like to make up for the years of neglect you have suffered. Sounds good to me, but I gotta do the boss thing and tell you it ain't happening until your work's done. Then we'll be swift. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm ready to go now. Perfect timing, romance cop. Let's proceed. It's about time we head back to the school and talk to Aster. Good luck with the investigation then. I'm counting on you. You're mad, right? So start yelling. What would that accomplish? I see no point in it. What are you, a robot? Normal people would shout at someone who wrecks their stuff. Different people express emotions in different ways. But you never express anything. I wish you would just react sometimes. Oh, Aster, there you are. There are two nice ladies here from the police department that would like to speak to you with you about what happened. Alright. Hello, Aster. I'm Police Officer Chris, and this is my partner, Romance Detective. Questions for you concerning this graffiti. I don't know anything about it. Well, then I promise you this won't take very long. Let's present our findings. This poem here, doesn't it remind you of something? Like a love letter maybe? You think the culprit is referring to me? Yes. So do you have any secret admirers? They wouldn't be a secret if I knew about them. She has a point, romance cop. Fine, never mind. Is there anyone you know who might be responsible for this? No, I don't think so. Even the smallest hint could be helpful to us. If I did happen to see something, I wouldn't have any proof. I'd rather not make any baseless accusations against my classmates. So, did you see something? No, nothing. I think she's hiding something. You said you didn't see anything, but I'm not quite convinced. Please tell us where you were when the crime took place. I was in the library until sundown. The librarian can confirm my alibi for you. There's no need. Your answer has given away a crucial fact to the case. A crucial fact? And what would that be? That you have knowledge of when the vandalism occurred. Aha! We weren't sure if it happened after school or not, but you just confirmed that for us. Your reasoning is flimsy. I only assumed that when it took place because the perpetrator would have been in the class otherwise. You're certain it wasn't a student who did this? Again, that should be obvious. I can't imagine a member of the faculty destroying a student's work in such a way, and the poem would not have been written by someone around my age. So you agree that the poem is lame. Earlier I couldn't convince the detective at all, but at least I've got you backing me up on this now. I didn't say it was lame. Your simple approach to writing is actually rather complex. I misspoke. You're not wiggling your way out of this one. Tell us what you know. I really have nothing to say. As I told you, there is no proof. Then why did you try to hide it from us? I could be mistaken. You don't want to get your friend in trouble, huh? No, we weren't exactly friends. but it would be unfair of me to make accusations based on what could have been a coincidence. That's why I lied. You really shouldn't lie to the police, but either way, you aren't going to tell us what you're talking about until there's proof. Is that how it is? Yes, please understand. We'll forget you said anything. Detective? I will tell you one thing though. If it really was her, she'll be back again tonight. The culprit's going to strike again? So soon? How do you know? You can call it intuition, I suppose. Then we'll hold a stakeout. Astro, could you at least tell us the time frame of when the culprit might strike? This time they won't have the cover of an empty classroom. After dark would be a safe bet. Great. Let's hope they do come back tonight so we can catch them in the act. Are you worried? No. Vandalism is wrong. Whoever behind this should be caught. That's right. Crimes, especially those committed in the name of love, must not go unpunished. Love, may I ask you a question? Sure, what is it? You two are partners, correct? That's right, in the professional and the romantic sense. Romance Cop, please refrain from sprouting such embarrassing things. Whoops, sorry. I see, interesting. Huh? Well, if you're finished here, I'm going to go home now. Good luck with your stakeout. Right, thanks for your cooperation. All that's left now is to wait. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt to search for that escaped convict. We don't really have any clues to where he might be, but I wouldn't mind wandering around a while with you. I'll follow your lead then. Let's go to the park, because she really wanted to go to the park with her in the first place. So many people around. Good work taking us here, Romance Cop. He might be hiding in plain sight. Well, that's not exactly what I was thinking, but that does make a pretty good excuse, doesn't it? Then your main objective in coming here wasn't to locate the escaped convict? No, I figure he's holed up somewhere, maybe a few times over by now. But I just like this park a lot. It is a nice park. I thought it'd be nice to come back and enjoy the sunshine while it lasts. I'm glad we got the chance today. Heather, my name is Narita. I'm currently... Yes, hello Heather, my name is Nerisko. I'm currently housing the man who escaped from your jail last night. You're looking for him, right? He wouldn't turn himself in, so if someone could come get him... Oh, that's convenient. There's dispatch on the way, sir. Okay guys, so this is where I'm going to end part 1. We're going to actually try to catch the vandalist and try to convince the escaped convict to actually serve his day in prison. But until then, thanks for watching and bye!